Good morning from Sydney. My journey with insulin resistance and newly diagnosed type 2 diabetes. Before I begin, I want to make something very clear. This is my personal journey. What happened to me? I'm not promising that anyone else will achieve the same results. Please watch, consider the information, and discuss any changes to your nutrition, lifestyle, or medication with your doctor. This journey was researched and prepared by me with ChatGPT as my educational partner. We researched and explained the evidence, but we suggest and you decide with your doctor. Were there warning signs? My journey may have begun many years before I was diagnosed. From around 2010, my waistline and weight were gradually increasing, and my blood pressure began to rise. Yet my fasting glucose appeared normal. My triglycerides were normal, and even my triglyceride to HDL ratio was normal. I was repeatedly reassured, "You are not diabetic, you are okay." But my body may have been giving me warning signs. I had an expanding waistline, rising blood pressure, skin tags, a large area of dark pigmentation on my face, brain fog, tiredness after meals, and persistently low energy. One test was never performed: fasting insulin. Dr. Robert Lustig has suggested that fasting insulin may become abnormal before fasting glucose and HbA1c. However, it is not currently a universally accepted standalone screening test. I'm not saying that fasting insulin would have diagnosed me. I simply wonder whether it might have provided another clue. Then, in 2024, everything changed. A routine blood test changed everything. My HbA1c was 8.1. My fasting glucose was 7.2 millimoles per liter. I was told that I now had type 2 diabetes. Medication was recommended. I was referred to a diabetic clinic, and I was warned that I face an increased risk of heart attack or a stroke. I asked whether the tests could be repeated, but I was advised to wait 3 months. I declined medication at that time. That was my personal decision, and I'm not advising anyone else to do the same. But one question continued to trouble me. Why had I suddenly become diabetic? I wanted to understand what had been developing beneath the surface. We developed the 6 Lifestyle Changes program. I began asking ChatGPT questions. Together, we explored the scientific literature and watched presentations by Dr. Jason Fung, Dr. Pradeep Jamnadas, Dr. Robert Lustig, and cardiologist Dr. Nader Ali. Gradually, insulin resistance appeared to be the possible missing link connecting many of my apparent separate health problems. With ChatGPT's educational support, we developed a program based on 6 lifestyle changes: diet, time restricted eating, being active, building muscles, improving sleep, and managing stress. I followed the program very carefully. These 6 lifestyle changes would later become the foundation of what we developed in 2026. 6 plus 6 equals a healthier you. 6 lifestyle changes supported by 6 essential foods. What happened next? As I followed the program, I monitored 3 things: my fasting finger prick glucose, my urine glucose, and my blood pressure twice a day. I wanted to see whether anything was actually changing. I expected that meaningful improvement, if it occurred at all, would probably take months. But what happened during the next 10 days surprised me. Several apparently unrelated health problems began changing at almost the same time. What happened to my glucose, blood pressure, eye pressure, sleep, gastric reflux, mental clarity, and energy? I will tell you that part of my journey in the next video on Wednesday. Please remember, this is what happened to me. It may or may not happen to you. Continue the journey. Explore our 40 free books shared in the original unedited form. We have 3 books on insulin resistance. Read the references, consider the evidence, and discuss with your doctor. We suggest, you decide. Thank you for watching.